Says Rav Lopiansky something brilliant. Hashem didn't want us to be like Him. That's not it. God doesn't want us to be like Him. He wants us to become like Him. To become like Him. That's a very big difference. To be like Him or to become like Him. I don't know if anybody here has children who are really smart, who they get it on the first go, and they always say how class is boring. Or if you had that kid in your class who was just this pretentious, obnoxious, egotistical guy who just got it like on the first try, and like, oh, it's so simple, so stupid. Right? You guys remember that when I don't know, some kind of hard math test would come out, and you're still writing your name, and this guy's like, done, finished, simple. And he goes up and he gives in his test. Should do it the rest of my time, I'm so bored. And he's just like, why don't you try to hold your breath? Just try to hold your breath for forever. You know, he just that kid. So, that kid never experienced the journey. He never experienced the hardships of becoming. And because that kid never experienced the hardships of becoming, he doesn't even feel good getting 100 on that math test. Because there's nothing to it for him. He just got it. Whereas if for you that math test was really hard and you studied your brains out and you got 100 on that, for you it's just the greatest joy. It's a celebration. Adam saw the quick fix. Adam saw the Eitz Hadat and said, oh, I'm supposed to become like God? Okay, let me pick out this fig over here, eat it, come like God. Hashem said, no. What I wanted you to do was to go through life, to earn it, to become. Become like God means to traverse the journey, the ins and outs, the challenges, the suffering, the pressure sometimes, and sometimes the joy, but all of those different concepts and aspects that make life itself, and to earn becoming like God, because then you become like God. You know, the process. So Rabbi Lopiansky gave a great example. He said, when a wealthy person comes to buy an etrog, a lot of times you'll see them just come, put down their credit card by the guy who's selling the etrogim, and say to him, just give me the nicest one you have. Just give me the most expensive one you got. You ruined it. You ruined it. You're supposed to go through the process. You're supposed to pick out each individual one. Last year I prayed by Tu B'Shvat, Hashem, give me a good etrog. Because the year before I didn't have such a great, I prayed to Hashem, give me a good. So Rabbi Lebhar came with the Moroccan etrogim. I mean, I want an etrog. I love an etrog that has like the Coke bottle shape. You know, the gartel, as they say, the Moroccan etrogim have that. Just, oh my God, it's gorgeous. What a, oh my, all day. So that's a gorgeous etrog. And I said to Rav Lepar, "No, do you have nice etrogim?" He's like, "Oh, give a look." So I'm going through them, and I'm not. And I said, "Hey, Vishta, I daven for this, please. I'm opening a box and buying. Everybody else already left, and some people already took their etrog. And I'm like, can I just see yours? Can I, you know?" And then he gave me a box, and he said, "Look, I put all the other, like, whatever ones inside this box, the ones that aren't, but go through it." I'm going through it, and sure enough, it's like etrogim with malaria. You know, it's just the worst things, the leprosy etrogim. Just the worst things you've ever seen. But then, I Hashem, please, I daven for this. I put my hand in the bottom, I pulled out a box. Oh! And I opened it up. And remember on Pulp Fiction when they opened up the suitcase? It's the light. I pulled out this etrog. It was shimmering. It was just gorgeous. You know, and it had the, and I'll show you pictures afterwards. It's weird, but like that Friday night, I pushed my oldest born son off of his chair, and I sat the etrog on it, and I said to him, "You can move down now. There's a new sheriff in town." Just a gorgeous etrog. And I went up to Rav Lebhar, and I said, "This is the one I'm taking." He's like, "What? Let me see that." And I showed it to him. I didn't let him touch it because I didn't want to. And I just showed it to him, and I said to him what Harry Potter was told: the wand picks the magician. I mean, that's just all there is to it. You know, my wand picked me. That's just the way that it goes. And he looked and he said, okay, I guess just don't let me, just take it and go. And Baruch Hashem, I danced home with it. So much more than if I would have just walked up to Rav Lebhar and said to him, here, I'll pay you an extra whatever, give me your nicest one. He would have pulled that one out and said, Ari, here. Wow, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. Part of the journey is that feeling of accomplishment when you got there afterwards.